Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Human Resources Management. Today we will discuss the topic sources of recruitment. In this video we will see what is recruitment and as well as the different sources of recruitment, that is internal source of recruitment as well as external source of recruitment. So let us examine what is recruitment first. So recruitment, many times we use the term recruitment and selection often interchangeably. So both are different. Selection is different, recruitment is different. When we discuss human resources planning, at the end of human resources planning, we can have two options, or we have two important findings. Maybe that can be one is sometimes we have a deficit number of employees or human resource, or sometimes we have surplus employees. So we are excess employees. So when you have excess employees, we follow different HR policies or different HR what do you call HR plans or HR strategies. When you have deficit employees, we have several HR plans. One among that is recruitment. So if you think that there is you need more employees to do run your business, you feel like recruiting employees or to adding or increasing your employee strength. That is basically the fundamental idea for recruitment. So if you examine the definition of recruitment, that is process of locating and encouraging potential applicants to apply for existing or anticipated job opening. So let us say you're working in an organization, you're identifying that in future you're opening another 10 different what do you call stores in into new different regions, in 10 different regions. So just say you're now currently only in South India. Now you're expanding to West India's North India and eastern part of India. So you're locating, you're opening new different stores. And of course that is basic idea is you need to improve, or you need to increase your employee strength. So that is what we call as a anticipated job opening. Sometimes there can be an existing job opening, sometimes there can be anticipated job opening. So we need to, if there is a job opening, we have to give publicity, we have to inform that to public or potential candidates via different medium. That can be newspaper, that can be various sources, and we encourage the potential applicants to apply for the particular jobs. This process is basically called it as recruitment. So in recruitment, at the end of recruitment, actually we are creating a pool of potential applicants, or potential candidates, or potential employees. Actually we're creating a pool of potential employees. This process we call it as recruitment. So after recruitment, when you created a pool of employees, we go for a selection process where we can have a filtering, and finally we will find out or select the right candidate. So that is what the process of recruitment and selection is connected. So that is the basic difference between recruitment and selection as well. Now let us see what are the different sources of recruitment. So source of recruitment can be internal as well as external. So if you are finding out, suppose if your organization having a particular vacancy, if you're finding out that internally from within the organization itself, you are finding out that those potential candidates from within the organization, so that we call it as that's the internal source of recruitment. So if you are depending on any sources outside, so if you're finding out your potential candidate outside organization, that then we can call it as that external source of recruitment. So this is basically internal source as well as external source. So let us examine in detail what are the different internal source of recruitment. So first, internal source of recruitment is promotion. In promotion, what is happening is added responsibility. Suppose you are working as assistant sales manager, so you are getting promoted as a sales manager, or you're currently working as a sales manager, you're getting promoted as senior sales manager. You're working as software engineer, you're getting promoted as senior software engineer. Numerous examples we can see in promotion. So what is happening in promotion? In promotion, basically an employee getting another responsibility, and he is getting a vertical movement, so from one particular job role to another higher job role. So that movement is called it as promotion. Basically in most of promotion, that of course he'll had added financial benefit as well. So the added responsibility as well as added financial benefit. So that is basically the what do you call fund of most of the promotions. And next one is transfer. In transfer, In most of the cases, transfer is movement, a lateral movement. Lateral movement means, so here the responsibility may mostly remains the same, but he is, or the person is being transferred from one location to another location, one geographical location to another geographical location. Let's say Cochin to Coimbatore, Coimbatore to Mumbai, but the job role remains the same. So that is a transfer, and sometimes it can be from one department to another department also. So that is what basically a transfer. Transfer has different, what you call, different types of transfer are there, that we can see in another different video when we discuss internal mobility. The concept internal mobility transfer has a lot of variations that we'll see it in detail. And another possibility of internal source of recruitment is internal advertisement. Just say your organization having a vacancy, so first of all, organization may think that whether this vacancy can be filled internally or not, which means can any of our employees suitable for this particular job role or not. So what will they do? So they will give an internal notice. So of course, every organization will have internal notice board, so they will notify it. Sometimes they have intranet facilities, so they circulate this job vacancy among their employees first and identify whether any suitable candidates from our organization to apply for this post or not. So this process we call it as job posting. So if your organization, if an organization is able to find out a suitable candidates from the organization itself, actually that is a added advantage for the organization, because this person already knows the culture of the organization, and he is having a particular, the person is having so experience with the organization. All those will definitely benefit in new roles. So internal source as internal advertisement posting is something mostly all the employers are preferred with. Another possibility is temporary employees to contractual period. So that is also an internal source. Again, temporary employees to permanent employees. Again, that is another mode of conversion. And finally, very, very important, many times many organizations rely on retired employees. So retired employees having a rich experience, so maybe 20, 25, 30 years of experience, when they retire and they be called back for temporarily for some freelance position or part-time job role. So their experience, so that their experience can be utilized for the organization. This is also another possibility of internal source of recruitment. So these are the 6 different ways an organization can find out their future potential candidates internally. So this is internal source of recruitment. Now, let us see what are the external source of recruitment. When I say external source of recruitment, you are trying to find out your potential candidate or your potential employee from external source, or externally outside the organization. So there are several methods. It can be campus recruitment, it can be advertisement, it can be employee exchange, or recruitment by internet referrals, private agencies, headhunting, or casual application, and employee rating. So we'll see one after another. First one is external source of recruitment. First one in this list is campus recruitment. So campus recruitment is the very familiar term. Employers come to campuses and they will recruit directly from campus. Mostly this will be for what you call entry level jobs. Most very common campus recruitment happens in professional campuses such as engineering colleges or BA schools. This campus recruitment is very common in such campuses. So campus recruitment is an important source of recruitment where employers hire from campuses directly, and more number of quantity or the number of candidates they hire from a campus will be through a campus recruitment is normally high. So that is the process of campus recruitment. Of course, campus recruitment is a tedious process. They can follow different methods here. Sometimes they will exclusively come to a campus. Sometimes they'll have pooled campus drive where more than one campus can come together in a single place and they do the campus recruitment. And sometimes they will exclusively come to an XYZ campus and recruit the students of the particular campus only. So various modes of various methods or various process they follow in campus recruitment. So whatever it is, campus recruitment is a very important source of recruitment. Another important source of recruitment is advertisement. So advertisements can be in newspaper. Of course, in most of the newspaper, a particular day is reserved for job advertisements. Mostly we can see that Wednesday advertisement. In Wednesday, we can see that there are two, 3 pages in most of the leading newspaper reserved 2, 3 pages or sheets for job openings, or what you call job related classifieds. So newspaper is an important source of recruitment. Again, of course, to a certain extent, TV, radio, or even outdoor also. Outdoor advertisement also, we can see that sometimes not easy for some what do you call freelance kind of jobs we can sign, and outdoor advertisements such as wanted. So there are job openings etc. can be you can see now various outdoor locations. So outdoor radio, TV, newspaper are the various advertisement sources. Basically, we consider as external advertising sources. Blind box ad is an important term we refer here. Blind box ads, which is normally employers give ads in advertisement, especially in print media, without relieving their name and details. So anonymously they give recruitment. So maybe then an agency name or some other code will be given in the what do you call advertisement. So employer may not relieve their name and details in such advertisements. They are called as blind box ads. So advertisements are the one positive aspects of print advertisement is that it is a very easy way of doing it's a very easy way of what do you call creating an employee policy way of giving a recruitment information, so that many applicants will apply for the job. So you can create a large number of applicant pool through an advertisement and a print, especially through a print advertisement. One limitation of print advertisement is that only those who are very keen about keen about getting a job, or when those are regularly following such job ads will apply for advertisement. So many times a good potential candidate working in another organization may not actively look into this so-called Wednesday advertisement or weekly advertisement. So a newspaper advertisement has both positive as well as negative sides when you compare as a recruitment source. So whatever it is, this is an important source. Next important source is, we call it as employment exchange. Employment exchange mostly supported by government, where a qualified candidate will register with the employment exchange of the government. So this is an employment exchange portal of Government of Kerala, employment.kerala.government.in, where candidate can give their academic qualification, preferred area of what you call job expected, and whenever there is a suitable vacancy, those registered candidates will get notification, and they will be called for interview, whatever the process they meant for the selection, whatever the process the particular organization or particular board or department go forward. So employment exchange is an important source of recruitment. Again, another view from e-employment.government.in. So this is a login form where we can see National Employment Service in Kerala. So this is mostly people can come here and create a username profile, and they can give their education qualification, if they have work experience, etc. They can create a profile here. So whenever there is a suitable or job opening, of course they'll get notification, they can apply for the particular job. So this is also an important source, employment exchange. And here some non-profit technical professional bodies also can support here. Just for example, IEEE is a non-profit organization, a professional body. IEEE is also we can consider that also as a kind of employment exchange, where that is also IEEE is also helpful in finding a suitable candidates, or it can also act as an important source of recruitment. Further going, another source is private agencies. So private agencies are something similar to employment exchange, but they run privately. ABC Consultant is an important is a very good example. So they run privately, and where potential candidates can register their name or details with a private agency. So whenever there is an opening, so they will be called to interview of other persons. So that is what we call it as private agencies. Okay. Nowadays, most of the private agencies work remotely, or they work in work online, or they call it as kind of internet based recruitment they're having. Of course, they can have offline based office setup also. So private agency is an important source. ABC Consult is an example. So just starting with that, another important source is recruitment via internet. Basically, most private companies are doing that. Similar to private agencies. So times jobs. So there are so many different job consultants or job recruitment online platform. You can say, just say example times job. Another example, Noncreditcom. These are purely basically they run in an online platform. So you can register your name details, and whenever you yourself can find out various suitable job opening through Noncreditcom. So they have a detailed process in that. Even LinkedIn is also helpful in finding out a suitable job. All these you can consider as a recruitment by internet. Another source of recruitment is employee referrals. Employee referrals means your existing employees. Whenever organization notify and identify a job vacancy, they inform their existing employees. Their existing employees can refer their friends or relatives for the opening for the their opening for the opening within the organization. So that is what we call as employee reference. For example, so you are XYZ person is working with an organization, and the organization, if there is a vacancy, he can refer his or her friends, relatives to that particular opening. So the advantage is they may know this potential candidate very well, and they'll get very good suitable candidates through this employee referral process. But if you are sometimes there is a chance of misusing this employee referral program, so nepotism, where the tendency to uh, give favors to friends and relatives in an unethical manner, that we call it as nepotism. So chance of nepotism also exists in this method, but mostly we consider this as a what do you call a very positive, as well as very what you call highly reliable source of recruitment. It's a highly reliable source of recruitment. So employer reference is another one. Seventh one is in the list is executive recruiters. This is a kind of a special need based recruitment where whom you are recruiting is different. So we are recruiting top management talent, top management. Just say one organization is in a requirement of recruiting or finding out a suitable candidate for a managing director post or a COO post or CEO post, such as they are top management talents. So there are few organizations run exclusively with such recruitment aspects. They were called as executive recruiters because they exclusively recruit top management talents. So they are called as executive recruiters. They also called as headhunters. So they can be contingent as well as retained to classification. Contingent handled with basically they handle with managers or to the above managers uh, or higher roles. So junior to middle level manager, they call it as a contingent, and as well as if you recruit a top level managers, they could have retained kind of executive recruiters. So there are several examples we can find as executive recruiters. Basically they are recruiting a talent for the top level management roles. Head against regular is one example. Another example, again, there is a top what do you call leadership role recruiter. Again, Spencer Stewart is again another example for filling up vacancy for leadership roles or strategic roles in an organization. And eighth one on the list is casual application. In casual application, candidates casually walking to they take their own initiatives, so without any information from the organization or without any invitation from the organization, they may walk in or they may casually send their application to the organization. So that is what we call as casual application. So maybe they just look into the website or they visit their office with a biodata, submit the biodata directly in the office, or they take the email address from the website or send a mail casually. Even if there is no vacancy, some candidates may send such what do you call put their biodata CVs to the organization casually. Such applications we call it as casual applications. So HR manager should see such applications, and sometimes the right candidate could be identified in this way. You cannot miss out any such applications. So they will create a pool of those such applications. So whenever there is a vacancy, when vacancies be announced, they will check whether there is any suitable candidates from application received casually. So this is also another source of recruitment, casual application. And maybe the last one in the list is employee poaching or raiding. This is a little bit kind of having a negative shade, where employers are trying to fetch employees from their competitive organizations. That is what we call as employee poaching or raiding. So if an organization find a very competitive employer, a very competitive employee in one of their competitor, they'll offer very attractive packages to them than they are getting in that organization. They somehow somehow influence the person and try to bring the person into their organization. That method is called it as employee poaching or raiding. So this is a kind of unethical practice, unlawful practice. However, as a mode of recruitment or as a source of recruitment, we can consider this also as a source of recruitment. So these are basically nine external source of recruitment, and it can be various other modes. We can temporary help service, lease employees, and direct walk-ins. Or there are we can have direct walk-ins are something similar to casual applications. All these can be considered as what do you call various external source of recruitment. So in brief, these are internal source of recruitment. Sorry, these are the various source of recruitment. So we have internal as well as external source of recruitment. So thank you so much. We will catch you in another video. Bye bye.